Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about the use of vibration to manage painful intercourse. Now, for most women, this is not going to address the whole problem, but it can and will provide some benefit for pretty much everyone. So, what am I talking about here? I am talking about the use of a very simple massager like this one. This is intended to be used on the outside of the body. It can be used on the shoulder or any place where there are tight muscles. And we're essentially going to use it in exactly that fashion. We're not going to be inserting this into any part of the body. We're going to use it outside of the body. And what I recommend for most of my clients is that you use it over a towel or through a pair of sweatpants. We don't want to be using this directly on the skin or at a high enough setting where we begin to create any itching. That's an indicator that the autoimmune system is now sort of being woken up, and we don't want to do that. So if there's any itching, we want to add another layer of fabric, or we want to dial down the setting to a gentler vibration. And as long as we're doing that, we're going to want to use this on the pelvic outlet. This is a drawing of the pelvic outlet. This is the pelvis if we view it from the feet up toward the head. And what you'll notice here is that this pelvic outlet, which is also the birth canal, this is where the baby will come through when we give birth. And so there are no bones here. There's an open area of the body with no bones in the way. And it's all soft tissue, muscles, tendons, skin, and genital tissues in this area. What we want to do is apply this vibration to the tissues and to the pelvic floor muscles. And I'm going to now turn this image to the side. So here's the same image again, and I'm looking at the pelvic floor from underneath. And then now we're going to introduce that massager. So if I were looking at you and you're sitting in a chair and I'm looking up at the bottom of the chair, and I've got x-ray vision, so now I'm seeing through the chair. What I would want to see is this massager with the handle of it coming out in the front between your legs. But you're sitting on this round part of the massager, and the ball head of the massager is pushing up against that pelvic outlet on the outside of your body through some fabric. And what is happening here is we are applying this gentle vibration to the pelvic floor muscles and to all of those tissues. Now, for the muscles, it's going to do exactly what we would expect a massager to do for any muscles. Let's say you have a tight shoulder. You may take a massager like this, put it on that knot in your shoulder, and what happens is we fatigue that muscle, and that muscle begins to relax over time. The other thing that's happening here is that that vibration is bringing blood flow to the tissues. So if those tissues are having difficulty for a number of reasons, what we're doing here is bringing blood flow to the area, which brings oxygen and nutrients, and that is going to help us to improve the quality or the health of those tissues. So we're kind of getting both of these for our use of this massager. If you use the massager 10 minutes every day of the week, that's beautiful. If you drop below about 3 times a week, you're going to start to really not see much benefit at all. So why bother? If you go up to twice a day, 7 days a week, you get big brownie points for that, and you'll see even better improvement. But 7 days a week, 10 minutes a day is adequate for most of my clients to be seeing some significant improvement. So give that a try. Again, if you're not in my program, I don't expect this by itself to be an all-encompassing solution, but this is a wonderful thing to optimize the health of anyone's pelvic floor and genital tissues. So it's definitely an adjunct therapy or an addition that I would use for anyone who's having any trouble with their pelvic floor or with painful intercourse. Okay, I'll see you next time. If you are enjoying my content, please like and subscribe. There'll be plenty more where this came from. And if you'd like to know more about me, what I do, why I think you're continuing to suffer with painful intercourse and that you're not getting the help that you deserve to resolve this problem, please click the link below that will bring you to my online workshop, and you'll get plenty more information there. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.